Welcome back to the podcast. You're joining me, your host, Matt Chin, and the other host,
Michael.
And this is the Word on the Street podcast, hosted by Group Ed, myself, and Michael. That's very repetitive, but it sounds nice. It blows the tongue. The more I realize I just keep on talking without making a break, people won't notice that it's an awkward phrasing, because it sounds so smooth, and I am very smooth, you know? So yeah. Anyways, earlier this morning, we were talking on our last podcast, which we shot earlier this morning, that we hate the car rallies and such in Vaughan. And Vaughan's cracking down on the car rallies in Vaughan.
He won't let this go. So we're here again.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
Alright, so if you haven't watched last episode, go watch last episode because that's the context for this episode. And I read through this PDF, a little bit of it, and I have so many bullshit pieces to point out. One of the first pieces of feedback that my friends here have for me, or my argument was that a parking lot is a gathering of motor vehicles. And it's literally written in the thingy. So it says right here, car rally means any informal or informal event, blah, 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 consisting of the gathering of motor vehicles. People are saying that it's the gathering of the people. So if you're in like a store in Gelato, you're not gathering. But that's cap. Because it literally says in the thingy, it's the gathering of the motor vehicles. So therefore, a parking lot is a gathering of the motor vehicles.
A parking lot, yes, it is.
Yeah.
But it's not the event. That's the thing. It's not an event that the parking lot is hosting. The parking lot is just there so you can park your car on the lot or the premise for you to go and do whatever it is you're doing.
So how the fuck do we define an event?
A car meets an event, bro!
No, a car meet is an event.
Yes.
But that's not defining what an event means. What's the definition of event?
Alright, Bam, Google what an event means just so that I can make this guy
legally binding. What's an event?
Meaning of event. Oh gosh. I can't believe it. Exposed!
This is Ben's computer.
It's my computer.
Oh,
You don't have the question!
Why are you looking?
Anyways.
For anyone on the audio, when Bem searched definition out, the first suggestion was definition of misogynistic. You know why? It's because Michael was like, maybe I'm a misogynist. I gotta define what the definition of misogynistic is.
When he says it means mad.
I make sure I'm not a misogynist. That's what you're doing. It's your computer, buddy.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, event, noun, a thing that happens, especially one of importance.
Exactly. A thing that happens. When you go to a parking lot to park the car, it's not...
That's a thing!
No, you went to park the car, and then you want to do whatever you need to do.
That's the thing.
The sequence.
The parking of the car is the thing that is doing.
Exactly. That's all you did. That's all you did.
So therefore it's an event.
That's all you did.
The police come to you and ask, what are the events that transpired today? And then if you're an NPC, it's like, I parked the car. That's an event.
That's not an event.
That's an event. It's a thing that happens. An event, a thing that happens.
A thing that happens, or a planned public social.
You mean or. It's not and.
A similar thing is what? Each of several particular contests making up of a sport competition.
Why the fuck do you bring that up?
Because this part is important.
What relevance is a sport?
Because this is what the car rally came from. It's
this or this or this.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't just say this is like. Let's be real. You're not dumb. You understand what they meant when they said an event.
I'm not interpreting shit, dog. It's their job. They're getting paid to write a clear, defining legal document.
Can you go back to the PDF now? Thanks, Ben. Okay, so where were we? We were reading.
Car rally
means any of that, right?
Yeah.
And then contest, right?
Contest is irrelevant to this definition of car rally.
Okay, such event may include.
Include.
Wait. Such event may include. They're explaining what they means by their event, and this is what it may include, but it's not limited to, right? Whatever, and then they start explaining what a contest is.
I know, and then they also explain street takeover and stunts. But that's not relevant because it's not limited to this.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm asking you and the government, what is the definition of a car rally?
I'm not the government, but that's
exactly.
The thing. To me, I already know what a car rally is. So by definition, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong, but they're also not defining clearly what a car rally is.
I said in the last episode too, if they make it so particular and so just to the point, then we're never allowed to actually go to Vaughan anymore. Because then you have to enforce that law all the time.
Okay. Here's another You know what? That's a good point. So you're asking me how to fix this document. What I would do? Because
I didn't ask you how to fix it. I just saying why you like this. Okay.
You're saying that if I want to make it so clear, we're not allowed to do anything. So we need another way to define it. Because the two of us, it sounds like we want to get rid of all the hooliganism that's going on. Mm-hmm. But we also want to have car vents. So you got to draw a fine line, right? Mm-hmm. How about this? Here's my proposition, my proposal
big brain hour.
For an amendment to this document. Ready? What if we just say no burnouts?
How does that work? Wait. How has that worked so far?
What do you... Ben, pull up the footage for the car beat. The police have a helicopter that goes around and they're literally just watching people, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just say all these fuckers that are just doing burnouts and such, they get fined? Why are the spectators getting fined for a car rally, a gathering of vehicles?
Because by doing this, you're encouraging it. That's the thing. All those spectators are encouraging this behavior.
You're encouraging it, but just because one person does a burnout, why don't you penalize the burnout? Because like you said, the burnout's encouraging the people.
The people are encouraging the burnout, and it's vice versa. It's a synergy.
How about we encourage people to not be fucking idiots?
We have been. That's why I was saying this is not cool, and this is why.
I mean, the police encourage people not to be idiots.
Let's be real. They have been. That's why Carrie Smith.
And then the way to
Sergeant
stop,
Carrie Smith. Sorry.
The way to stop it is to penalize people who do burnouts. So here's my thing. We have a car vent in Markham and Mississauga called Cars and Boba.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't want to dox these car vents.
No, they won't dox.
And nothing happens.
Yes.
These meets are some of the calmest meets I've ever been to.
Yes.
That is legally, according to this document, could be construed as a car rally because it's a gathering of motorcycles. Yada, 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 right?
Fair enough.
That's not an issue. Why is it an issue for people to gather?
See, the thing is, you're pinpointing at just what they're phrasing it as. You're not looking at the reason why this even came up. All this footage, if you happen to notice, is from La Paloma.
Agreed.
Right? And that's the hotspot of these said car rallies.
Then why doesn't the document say La Paloma only?
Because that's not a bylaw. That's just a rule or a prohibition of that area. But they don't want. Okay, say this happens. La Paloma shut down now. We can't go there. Oh damn, that sucks. Let's go next door.
Well, it's like same thing though. Like my point is, I want to pinpoint the issue. The issue is not people like Cars and Boba who are just chilling in their cars.
It's not those people. This is not...
Exactly, yeah. But this document can be construed like it is. Because it's a gathering of cars.
Yeah, but the thing is this. How can I make this more definitive for you to understand?
I want it to be definitive to the point where it's, hey, if you do a burnout, you're going to get fucked.
Which you do anyways. They've been saying you can't do stunt driving and you're still doing it.
I'm okay with that. I don't like people doing burnouts in car because that burns the spot.
Yeah.
My problem is when you make the definition so wide as to what a car rally is, then it becomes an issue for Cars and Boba.
I can see where your point is. Based on the fact that like by having this very open-ended definition of what a car rally is, that means there could be a very high chance that Markham would probably face this issue down the road.
Or a similar event in Vaughan. Like, take Cars and Boba and imagine it was happening in Vaughan.
Yeah, which is fine. But no, that's the thing. You're not going to do it in Vaughan. Let's be real. Because you know that, Vaughan doesn't allow it. Why would you go to a place that doesn't allow it?
Okay, fine. Then we'll say, like, this rule is spread through all municipalities.
Yeah, it could. Exactly. But here's the thing is, too. The only reason why Vaughan is cracking down on it so hard is because they didn't listen. This has been going on for how many years? To the point where it's globally recognized that this spot is a hotspot. Dude.
Globally?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Okay, I should say maybe not globally. Nationally, at least. At the very minimum, okay? Because remember, this TikToker guy that I was talking about made a video, and I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not into real estate, nor am I in the process of buying a home anytime soon, nor do I have any care in the world about what a home looks like. But this real estate agent, came into my For You page. Think about that for a second. Alright?
Maybe the algorithm's telling you to buy a house.
With what money? Y'all support me by, sponsoring us and coming to Group N. Well, yeah, we never mentioned about Group N Auto Club. Anyhow, that's another separate. I'll think together. But the point is, the fact that it spread through, I'm pretty sure it's still spreading as we speak. And especially with now this uprise and everybody's talking about it, I'm pretty sure it's going to get even more recognized. Again, also, remember, La Paloma is a really, really hot spot. Like, it's been like this for time. Not just, like, recent years. Not even just from COVID onwards. Even before COVID, it was already starting to get really rowdy to the point where police surveillance was almost every day. It got to the point where it's just too much now. We're like, we can't be doing this. Right? And that's why I'm like, I understand what it's saying. You're upset because, well, it ruined your fun. Because you're not part of those hooligans. You're not the ones doing the burnouts. There was a whole little clip we saw of the van doing a burnout. What's a van doing with there? Oh my gosh, I don't understand. But you're not those people. Which, yeah, you know what? You're right. You're not, and it shouldn't hurt you in this way because you're not the problem. But unfortunately, they are closely tied with us because unfortunately, so it's car related.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what it is. It's unfortunate, but this is why we have to be held accountable and be responsible for our actions. And if you really
in like the general sense of the car community,
general sense,
like,
yeah,
the two of us,
yeah, because we are like
the two of us can't be held accountable for every fucker in La Paloma.
Of course not. No. We have to be responsible. See, we have to be responsible and do our due diligence on our end so that we can be like, no, this is not what we are. You just bunched us with a bunch of people that we don't even know. I don't even know who those people are. It's real, right? But we have to be responsible and be that role model to be like, hey, no, that's not what it is. What you see about takeovers and car rallies, that's not true. That's not real. I'm sorry. What the event is real, but what it means is not. It's not. That's supposed to be what it means. Oh, did you find something, Bam?
So they moved to Auto Spa, right? Like from La Paloma.
Oh, really?
Now Auto Spa is closing the meet down.
Yeah. Like I think Auto Spa like said they're okay with one meet and then it just snowballed. But yeah, anyways, going back to the thing. That's what like crack down on the hooliganism stuff. You don't need to crack down on the whole car event.
I don't think
I think the policymakers are just sick of car people in general. So like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna ban everything. Because at the end of the day, that's so easy for policymakers to just like ban everything. But as a person who cares about the proliferation and the like not destroying car culture, get rid of the bad apples. You don't throw away the whole apple tree just because it's got bad apples, right?
Well, sometimes you might have to because it got cancer, and then now the tree's rotting away from the inside out. But
then you just cut off the limbs that have cancer. You don't kill the person just because their arm has cancer. You amputated it.
But then remember, some people can die from cancer because it's terminal.
Yeah, no, but that's terminal if it's like in the terminal area.
Yeah.
Like a cancer in the knee, like Terry Fox, isn't terminal cancer.
This is, well, unfortunately, the majority of those hooligans, unfortunately, gave us a bad name, and it's probably spread.
I'm just saying, like, if the police care about us and are willing to listen, and the policymakers are willing to listen, then they should just crack down on people doing burnouts, drifting, burnouts, sliding donuts.
I think. See, here's the thing.
And leave the rest of the people alone.
Like I mentioned, Sergeant Kerry Smith a little earlier, and I'm saying like he's been trying to advocate and say, hey guys, cool cars, but hey, don't do this. We don't even listen. We meme the guy. Like, we call him a lot of names. Let's be real. Like, we make fun of him because he's, OPP Sergeant Kerry Smith. Why? Because, he's trying to make us, do this. Yeah, but all he's asking you is to just not be a bunch of, imbeciles. He's just asking you to not be a bunch of hooligans that are terrorizing the town. That's all he's asking for. But we're making fun of him. Why? Because it's not cool, bro. What do you mean it's not cool? What's cool?
Personally, I've never made fun of him once.
Neither have I. I actually met him. He's a really cool guy. Like, we asked him, and I also saw some of his interviews on Instagram, like from other car people, and they're talking to him. He's chill. He's cool, and I met him. I asked a few questions about car stuff. He always says this: it's always within discretion when you modify your car. We're not gonna pull you over because you have a wing that's not supposed to be there. It's like, okay, you put a wing on. Is it safe? Oh, look, it's held on by duct tape. Oh, bro. Bro. Wait, what do you want me to do? I gotta pull you over. What if the wing flies off? It's not you anymore. It's not about... The wing doesn't affect anyone. No, it doesn't affect you. But what if the wing flies off, hits the guy behind you, punches his skull in? Now what? Am I going to... Realistically, that's vehicular manslaughter if you think about it. But am I going to, throw that whole book at you?
This might be another topic, but they do not care about people who have cars that are not road safe. And are not car enthusiasts. For example, rust buckets, cars that have like their brake lights out, cars that are like have crash damage and such.
See, that's also to discretion, because if I have a dent on my fender, a big dent, but the car still drives straight, is it not road safe?
True, I'm talking about like extreme circumstances like.
It's rare though. It's a
Yeah.
one-off situation though. Like it's not common for you to see a car with a twisted chassis on the road 24/7.
True.
Right? Like those memes that we saw. Like, oh my god, what
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking about those memes.
Yeah, but that's like an odd occurrence. Like how often have you seen one on the road like that before yourself?
I've seen a guy with a hanging bumper.
Okay.
And then I think Bem saw a guy with an exhaust that's flying off.
Yeah, but the exhaust flew off then. Did we know the exhaust broke off the day of, the day before, the years of?
True, so you're saying that there's no chance for the police to get
Yeah, what if they never run into the police?
seen?
Right? There's people that literally have been driving around with no insurance, no plates, no license and everything.
Yeah.
And they don't get caught. Well, what do you crack on those? How would they know?
That's interesting you say that, because now that I think about it, there's too many police for us to do stupid shit, but there's not enough police for them to catch the people who do this stuff.
Because it's not as a common occurrence. This is a common occurrence.
True.
That's
Talking about like
La Paloma,
car rallies,
car rally is a common occurrence. As soon as summer, every other day is a car meet. Cars in Boba, La Paloma is a common one. Terry Fox was a common one. What is it? Even in Orangeville, there's a car meet there. Yeah, I know.
Fuck nowhere.
I've been told that there's car meets up in Orangeville. Barrie has their own car meets. There's like a lot of stuff. Okay, but like, you know, like how can you crack? Those are common because those are publicly posted. No one's gonna say, "Hey, my exhaust is falling," and post it on social media. How would they know, right? But this is viral. Like we knew about this. People that don't know cars, don't like cars, know about this.
True.
I'm not gonna know about Bob's falling exhaust because Bob doesn't talk to anyone. Right? So that's the thing. Again, it comes back to let's being accountable and be responsible of your own, and then just try to bring the positivity back into the car community, rather than just being, police are dumb, they're taking away our fun, why is everybody trying to do anything? No, it's not that what you did is like, you know, just don't do it. And they're just making an example out of it, and unfortunately, we get the short end of the stick because we're not those people, but, well, who told us to also like the same things?
How would you feel if we amended the rule to just be like, no burnouts, no donuts?
Again,
And they'll crack down on it. They say they'll probably crack down on only that.
they've been cracking down on it, though.
No, they haven't. I'm pretty sure in the footage we were watching, there was no cracking down. They were just like surveilling it.
The surveillance.
Actually, I'm not sure.
See the thing, you have to surveillance it to capture the evidence of it going down.
True.
And then you go in to take it. You can't, based on assumption. Oh, what are they doing? They're gathering the cars. Okay, but what are they doing? Nothing. How are you going to give them a ticket for? Gathering around a motor vehicle.
Well, according to the PDF that we were looking at, that's what they want to do.
And then, you had to read into the finer prints of things because it had a subject section to it, saying like, "What are you doing?" Remember, filming it on social media and presenting it and stuff like that, and like there's a certain guideline. It's like, was this achieved? Yes or no? If yes, go to this line. If no, go to this line.
Spectators.
Yeah, but what was the definition of a spectator?
A person that's no. But I'm talking about the owners though.
What the owners?
They just the gathering.
What about
The gathering portion is the issue.
That's the base. That's the start of it. But
Yeah.
then, what is the issue of the gathering? These things. Example: the stunt driving part is a problem.
No, it says may include.
Yeah, that's the thing. What part of that gathering is a problem? The stunt driving.
Their issue is with the car rallies.
Yes.
And
Which it may include.
It may include the
burnouts,
etc.
Yeah.
So even if there's no burnouts, that still fits the definition of a car rally, potentially, according to the document.
But to discretion, is there anything that's happening that is illegal or
How
anything?
hypothetically no?
How would they know? Well, they will ask.
Hypothetically no, I said.
Hypothetically, no. Okay, well, that's the thing. They're not. And then that's the discretion to the cop. I mean, let's be real, too. Like, when we drive on the road, 60, okay, 70.
So you're not okay with me saying we should amend it to just burnouts and stunt driving?
It doesn't make sense if it's just those two very particular criterias.
Why not?
Because, one, that means you have to get caught doing that in order for you to get, penalized.
What's wrong with that?
Because what if I did it and no one catches me?
That's literally any law ever.
Exactly, but that's the thing. That's what they're trying to fix. Everything's trying to be fixed slowly. I'm not saying that this is the perfect solution, but I'm saying this is greater at catching the problem than for us to say, oh, only if this happens, then we do something. Only if this happens, we do something.
But only if this happens is the problem. Like, we're drawing a box around burnouts and stunt driving, etc.
But that's the thing. If
nothing else is a problem, though.
That's the way, again, if those criteria aren't met, then there's a highly chance that, like, we won't be in trouble for it. Which is why car meets still exist in other boroughs, cities, districts.
Sure.
Right? That's why these things still exist. As long as those other parts of the town do not condone La Paloma, like, hooligan activities, then we're safe. But unfortunately, Vaughan, right now, is the scapegoat.
I don't understand why you're so against not just circling these bad apples out.
You can't. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm saying you can't. Is this not
that was
possible?
my question, though. My question is, how would you feel about it? The can't's not the problem. The can't is the can will be the policing. I think police don't do shit. But so you're on board with me amending the PDF like that?
Are we talking about the okay?
I'm just saying amend the PDF.
If you want to amend the PDF just by that, by all means, go for it.
Okay, that's all I was asking. That's all I was asking.
I just don't see the purpose of it. That's my thing.
What do you mean? The purpose is to circle out these bad apples. Because this PDF encapsulates everyone, good apples and bad apples. Why don't we just circle the bad apples? Is my point. That's why I think we should amend the PDF.
It's like, when you...
Oh, those are already illegal.
No, they're trying to make them illegal.
No, it's already illegal.
Illegal.
Illegal. Like, the burnouts is already illegal, and they still do it. And so to crack down on it, to reduce it, theoretically, you gotta do something. It's like, when you have a cancer at this spot, you're not just gonna cut this spot, you're gonna cut this spot. It's kind of
higher up.
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of what this whole thing is doing.
We're given the warning that we're at time, so maybe we'll continue this in the next episode. This got so fucking.
If y'all have anything that you want to say about this topic right now, put it down in the comments below. We'd like to hear what you have to say about it as well. And honestly, I think it's a really good topic to have, especially with the time that we're in right now. That being said, though,
I just want to talk to a policymaker and be like, "Hey, buddy, listen."
That's not what I meant. But anyhow, that being said, though, we'll catch you guys next time. Like, subscribe, follow. Also, I failed to mention this on plenty of times, but we do have a space for you guys to come hang out. It's called Group N Auto Club. If you ever decide to just be bored and you just want to come hang out and visit and meet people, come on by. The address will be in the Instagram for Group N. So, see you guys.
This is just a video of like the exhaust falling off the bench showing. But anyways.
Oh, P.S. This is what we're referring to about the exhaust falling off.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Yay!
Ooh, that was nice.